This is Libby. She lives in upstate New York. One day, she went on a walk to her favorite park. She went on all different kinds of trails, but her favorite one is a shortcut through the woods to a fenced-in farm. After a while, Libby started feeling itchy. She suspected that mosquitoes were attacking her, and she forgot her bug spray, so she decided to go home.
Hey Libby, where did you go today?
Hey Mom, I went to the park today.
Did you get that from the park today?
Oh my god, what is that? Mom, I don't feel so good. Got a fever, and this thing on my foot has been itching.
Oh my gosh, that's not normal. We should go to the doctor's right now.
Hi, I'm Dr.
Hi.
Stallings. Nice
Hi,
to
Libby.
meet you. What brings you in today?
The other day I was walking in the park, and I got bit by a tick on my foot, and my mom removed it. But later in the week I started to feel really bad, and like I have this weird rash where I was bit.
Yeah, that looks like a bullseye.
It's really itchy.
Well, let me take some vital signs, and then I'm pretty sure I know what it's going to be, but let's... Breathe in and out. Sound good. Okay, I'm gonna take your temperature. Beep. 100. Oh
I knew I had a fever.
no. All right. Well, what I think it is gonna sound scary, but it's fine. It sounds like it's just the beginning of it. I think you have Lyme's disease. Well, I know it seems scary right now, but you're actually really lucky because a lot of people don't show signs at all. Some people don't get a rash. Sometimes the rash is even worse and has pus in it, so you got lucky. But also some people, they just don't know they got bit by a tick either. So they'll go on, they have arthritis, they don't know why, or they'll have neuromuscular problems, or even cardiac issues. So you're lucky that you knew you got bit by a tick and started having symptoms. You have any questions for me?
So you're telling me I got all this from a tick bite?
Yes, see, this is what happened. You were walking in the park and were attacked by an infected tick. This tick became infected in his first year of life and fed off an infected deer with the bacteria. During that year, the bacteria grew inside the tick, and in the second year, the tick matured and went on a feeding frenzy. That's where you came in. The tick then attached to you and released its infection of the bacteria Borrelia burgdorferi. This is called vector transmission. Then the bacteria attached to your body's cells and then started to replicate inside your cells. This specific bacteria has the ability to change their surface antigens to help with its virulence. At this point, your immune system begins to work overtime and actually helps the bacteria, making you have these symptoms.
Well, how do I treat it?
Well, since we caught it early, we can give you antibiotics for 2 to 4 weeks and you come back and see how you're feeling. A lot of people are fine with just that, but some people will have post-traumatic Lyme disease. Hopefully you won't do that. Usually it's just symptoms for about 6 months after the treatment, and we're just hoping for the best, okay? So I'll send you home with a prescription. And I'll send it over to the pharmacy. Y'all can go pick it up probably in 30 minutes.
Okay.
Do you have any more information on Lyme's disease for us?
Let me get you a pamphlet over here, okay? Now this has a really good information about it. I'd go home and read it and call me if you have any issues, okay?
Okay, thank you.
No problem, bye.
Mom, guess what I found out in this Lyme's disease pamphlet that they gave us?
What'd you find out?
That there are over 300,000 cases of Lyme disease reported every year, but only 10% of that is reported to the CDC.
Well, now there's 300,001 cases, I guess.
Anyways, also apparently they found the bacteria that causes the disease on a 5,300-year-old mummy. And it also says here that some German physician, Alfred Buchwald, really discovered it 130 years ago, but was only recognized as a disease in the 1960s.
Libby went on to fill her mother's ears with tons of facts about Lyme's disease. After about 4 weeks of antibiotics, she felt back to normal. She had never went back to that park, though. Things we left out. This bacteria tends to be longer in respects to other bacteria, with a width of 0.2 to 0.5 micrometers and a length of 10 to 20 micrometers. Its shape can be up to 3 to 10 coils. This is irregular. There was an overwhelming of Lyme disease reports between 1982 to 1996 in the United States. It increased 32 times the normal report level. People are mostly infected in the Midwest and Northeast of the United States. Endemics are in North America, Europe, and Asia. For mortality rate, from 2002 to 2007, only 36 people have died from this disease's effects. Other things we left out. There are 3 drug treatments: doxycycline, sulfamethoxam, acetyl, and amoxicillin. The dosages for each drug can vary from who is infected because of their age, weight, and size, and when the person becomes infected. Amoxicillin, for example, stops the bacteria from growing by preventing cell wall formation. Adults may be prescribed 500 milligrams to be taken orally for 14 to 21 days. There used to be a vaccine, but it was discontinued. It was a subunit vaccine. It took a surface protein of the bacteria and made it into the vaccine. It was reported to have multiple side effects such as arthritis and severe headache. Some lawsuits occurred, and the public's concern made the consumption levels decline. This led to the vaccine's discontinuation in 2002. Depending on the symptom history of the patient and the exposure to ticks, the patient can be diagnosed just from that. These are some other tests that can be taken if needed to diagnose the patient. Thank you for watching.